Hey, so in this video, what we're going to go over is how can you use Clay to extract your first level connections who all recently got new jobs and then do something with that information. And it's actually pretty simple and a lot of fun to put together. And so the three things that you'll need is a Clay account, a Sales Navigator account, and a Phantombuster account. And between those three things, we can integrate them pretty easily to get everything that you would need to run this play. So the first thing that we would need to do is first we're going to go to Sales Navigator and we are going to set up our Sales Navigator search, which this is super, super easy. So the first thing you're going to do is just go to connection and add your first degree connections so that you only are searching for people that you are directly connected with. And then what you're going to do is go to spotlights and you're going to hit activities and shared experiences. There's going to be one named change jobs in the last 90 days. This is what we're after. So now it'll create your search for you. And we see we have 1.5K results. This is pretty good. We're going to run this once and it's going to take everybody. And then every time we run it after that, it's only going to add new people to the list. So one time we'll get everything. And then as it goes, it's going to be super, super updated. So I do want to point something out here that sometimes, even though we say change jobs in the last 90 days, see Josh Norris at Lavender, 5 months in the role, 5 months in the company. He did something else on his profile that changed his jobs in the last 2 months. He didn't necessarily get a new role. So sometimes there's some interesting things like Jennifer here, 6 months in role, 6 months in company. So odd that it puts it in there, but let's go and check out, started a new role at Partnership Leaders 2 months ago. Okay. So there is some role, but Director of Partnerships at Apollo is her current role, and she definitely did not change that 2 months ago. It's 6 months ago. But this is what LinkedIn gives us, and we could filter out more information in Clay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up our Sales Navigator Phantombuster run. So you'll see I have the Phantombuster Phantom Sales Navigator search export, which is going to be the one that we're going to be needing to use. So we're going to connect our LinkedIn cookie. And so now we're connected to LinkedIn. And now we're going to input that search URL. We don't need multiple search URLs. We're just going to use one. We input that search URL. And we're going to scrape number of results to scrape per launch. 2,500 is fine. The first time you launch this is going to be the only time that it actually scrapes that many. We're going to put it on watcher mode as well. So make sure you hit advanced settings and put on watcher mode. In watcher mode, it's going to reprocess that same URL and it will not include any of the profiles that we've already included in the past that got new roles. So then we're going to hit save. And now one thing I also want to point out is you should launch this manually one time so that you get the entire result and then come back in and put it on repeatedly, repeatedly advanced. And what you can do here is basically say like, I want this to run only every Monday. And if you do that, you'll get it to run once per week and you'll get all of the new people who have gotten new jobs. And then we'll hit save. And now that Phantom is set up. So like I said, you should launch that manually the first time. And so we got some profiles here. Launch that manually so that you're kind of in control of the process and can kind of get yourself set up from the beginning. And so I pulled those Phantombuster records into our Clay table. And so the way that I did that was if you add your source as Phantombuster and you connect your Phantombuster account, you can get your API key from your workspace settings. And you see our inputs is we just pulled in the agent ID and it auto-populated all of this information. And so we were able to get the person's name, their title, how long have they been in the role, how long have they been in the company, their profile URL, which actually we can't even use this because it's Sales Navigator URL, so then we used enrich person from search and we just entered their name and their company name and we were able to connect all of these profiles with somebody. And then we were able to get the company URL from, this actually was from the Phantombuster search. So you see Phantombuster regular company URL, which then easily got us the domain, which then we were able to find their work email. and then I extrapolated their LinkedIn URL as well. So in this flow, what I'm doing is I took their email and I updated my HubSpot to automatically create new contacts that match this criteria. What you could also do is you could also set up Phantombuster to send a message to these people automatically when they change these jobs. So lots of different ways that you can slice this, but this is one of my favorites to put together for sure.